Hello, everybody. This is Andrew Giovinazzi from OptionPit.com, and this is your video OP newsletter. So I put out a piece in Option Pit for our subscribers. I saw this on StockTwits. This guy, Powell PND, is mad. MU, so is the SIBO just flat out lying about delta? So the first part is SIBO doesn't post the delta. Your platform is giving you the delta. So you can't really blame them. So a 130 strike put had a 32 delta. Okay. The problem is this was an MU pre-earnings. So if you go to the 130 put here, so I'm going to pull it up. All right, so the value of the 130 put the day before earnings, it closed at $3.08. Now, today with the stock down $10, that put closed 70 cents. So like, oh my gosh, the stock is down $10 and the put is down money. How can that possibly be? How can that possibly be? Well, first off, the delta of your option when it's out of the money is tied to the volatility. So if the volatility of the option drops hugely, it's going to compress the delta of the option. So basically at a high volatility, an option is in play. And then if you change the volatility, the option is no longer in play and the actual delta gets smaller for the out of the money option. So the general rule is as volatility increases, delta heads toward 50. So if you have an out of the money option, the delta of that option will tend toward 50 as the vol goes up. As the vol compresses, you're going to go in the opposite direction of 50. So this particular trade, what happened is his delta compressed from pre-earnings, post-earnings. And the reason you can see here is you had a closing volatility of 193%. And by the end of the day, the volatility option was 57, let's call it 56, 57%. Now, on the close, so that's about what, 150 points, something like that. On the close, the vega of the option was 2 cents. So that means the value of the option is going to be 150 point drop times 2 cents. That's the closing vega on the option. That's $3 alone on the new lower volatility. The vega of the option was much higher on earnings day. So basically the whole value of the option got annihilated. The only way this particular option contract really would have got any real performance is if we broke way below 130. And then they would have maybe got, a buck or two out of it. But the underlying move wasn't big enough relative to the volatility that was priced prior to. So when you look at your option, you have to understand that you have a delta, but you also have the risk due to vega volatility of the option dropping. And in this particular case, like I said here, you notice you have 193 volatility. If you look, I don't know if when I wave the cursor here, it moves, but you have 193 volatility moving to a 56 volatility. So like 140 points down, it wiped out pretty much all of the delta. So what you have to understand when you're trading is like cause and effect before and after. And in the particular case here, all these out of the money puts were priced, right, at basically looking for maybe a 20, 25 point move. MU didn't get it. So if we look at the straddle on the day before earnings, so the straddle on the day before earnings, we're talking roughly 140. So if I grab the 140 straddle the day before earnings, so we have 10 on the call and we had about 9 on the put. So it was roughly about $19 and MU underperformed the straddle value by about $10. So Again, what that means is you didn't get enough of a move to make all these little tail options pay enough relative to the cost that they were. So be warned, trading into earnings, the Greeks, if you look at all of the Greeks, not just one, it will give you the risk of the option that you're going to trade. And that's why your options don't perform. And this is just on earnings. This is an extreme case, but you can have volatility drop 1 to 5 points in a week. And let's say you buy some calls, the stock goes up, but the vega and theta of the option, so the decay of the option, the value of the option due to decay and the value of the option due to vega, are both compressing the call price down, and the stock's not lifting fast enough to overcome how the market is reacting to the underlying move. So the move is too slow, volatility comes down, the decay eats away your contract, and by the end of the week, even though the stock's moved up $1, your option is down 25 cents because you just did not get enough delta move to overcome the other Greeks. And part of trading options is you want to learn what the dominant Greek on whatever contract you buy is going to be, delta, gamma, theta, vega, whatever it is. And that's the Greek you want to ride going forward. So again, Option Pit University, we have tons of classes on these subjects. And that way, again, if you know how the option is going to react to the market conditions, you have a better chance of being successful. If you don't, it makes the game a lot harder. All right, so this is Andrew Giovinazzi with Option Pit, and this is the Video Option Pit newsletter. You guys all have a good day and enjoy your trading. There it is.